The city of Rochester is considering making its famous Ear of Corn water tower a historical landmark. KIMT News 3's Brandon Coate joins us live from the tower in southeast Rochester to tell us why city officials are trying to preserve the water tower. Brandon.
Yes, Ananda. I spoke with Rochester's Heritage Preservation Commission's staff representative, Molly Patterson-Lundgren. She tells me that the commission is set to meet this Tuesday to decide if the tower right behind me contains enough historical significance to be designated as a historical landmark. Now, Patterson-Lundgren says the water tower represents Rochester during the 1930s, reflecting the city's farming history when Rochester was at the center of the agriculture industry for southeast Minnesota during the early parts of the 20th century. She says the tower still represents the Med-City today.
Seeing it when they, came to town to visit, grandparents or family, it being sort of the first thing that people saw when they, came in from the airport, moving here to Rochester. So it truly is a landmark in the sense of it really representing the place.
There are two arguments being brought to the table as to why why it should be classified as a historical landmark. City staff says the tower represents a particular part of the city's architectural style and is a familiar feature to many Rochester residents. Now, Sananda, if the commission passes this historical designation, this proposal will be sent to City Council for a final vote at a later date. And then, if City Council approves it as a historical landmark, the city would place certain protections on the tower to prevent it from certain renovations or changes. Live in Rochester, Brandon Coate, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Brandon. Now, the Heritage Preservation Commission is meeting this Tuesday at 5 p.m. to determine the tower's historical status at the Government Center.